Hello, everyone. This is the Tarot Queen Jamila, and I am here to do a love reading for the Scorpio for the month of April 2016. Excuse my son, he is up early, so so I'm just going to shuffle the cards and ask the spirits to show me the energy surrounding the Scorpio for the month of April 2016. For those born between October the 23rd and November the 21st. Okay, so Scorpios, you got two major arcanas in this reading for April. Okay, and so let's start with the Empress. The Empress was, is going to be the general energies surrounding April for you. And the Empress, definitely shows that there is going to be some very good energies for you surrounding your love life for the month of April. Okay, now I'm going to be honest with you. I did get the Ten of Swords as the potential, but we'll explore that in a minute. Okay. So the Empress is, this is someone that, this is a very, very sexual woman. Okay. This is a very sexual, sensual energy. Okay. This is the card that lets you know when I see this in a reading that you're going to be more so listening to your intuition, more so than just thoughts. Okay. You're going to be giving more priority to your emotions and your passion. Okay. Which is something that I think Scorpios do anyway. Okay. So, in the month of April, I think a lot of you Scorpios are going to be you're going to have a lot of people looking at you. You're going to have a lot of people looking at you and wanting to be connected with you. Okay. You have a lot of sexual power. Okay. And you definitely don't have a problem with using that sexual power. But you just want to be careful how you use it because it's very potent. Okay. If you are single, this is a time where you're going to meet your true love. So it could be in April. Okay. This person could possibly be born. This could be either a water sign or possibly an earth sign. Okay. So all in all, you're going to exude a lot of sexual energy for the month of April. Okay. And you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be looking at you. They're just going to be like, trying to get with you. Okay. But your intuition is trying to send you a message also. So listen to your intuition between the month of April because it's going to be very important for you because I got the Ten of Swords as the final outcome. Okay. But let's not, this is a potential within a situation. So let's look at card number 2 first before I go to the last one. I got the Four of Swords. So this looks like in the past, you came to some sort, some of you may have made a truce with someone. Some of you that were single could possibly be, have taken a break from relationships, taking a break from finding somebody, and you could be coming off of this break, from finding someone. Some of you that are in relationships or attached to someone or looking at someone, definitely recently, sort of, came. Some of you sort of, what is, oh, I can't find the words to get it out. Um, some of you finally settled down, after a bunch of crap, you guys finally, came to a realization after some sort of conflict that is usually caused by other people. Okay, you came together. Um, and you made an agreement with each other, and this could be spiritually, okay, as well as physically and mentally, that you came together with this person, okay, and you guys just sort of relaxed so that you can enjoy each other. Okay, I can see that in the past. Now see, this is, I'm reading for April. So I believe I got this card for the Scorpio in March. So probably, possibly around, March, February, you came to some sort of, spiritual agreement. Basically, some of you, took a break from the conflict. Okay. And like I said, a lot of times the conflict can come from other people. And I just want to remind people to stop allowing other people to, ruin your happiness. Stop allowing other people to control your environment. Okay? You be in control of the outcome of your relationships. Okay? Usually, unless you've got a bad partner, that's done something that's done something directly to you on purpose, other than that, I mean, even if that was the case, you guys worked that out, okay, prior to April. For the future position, I did get the Four of Coins, okay? So the Four of Coins in a love reading means that you are going to hold on to this person for dear life, okay? Is pretty much what I can see. You are holding this person very, very close to your heart, okay? So it doesn't necessarily have to mean the future position, but I mean, it could. All of these things could definitely unfold, during that month, okay? So again, with the four of coins, with dealing with love, okay, this is fear of losing someone, okay, fear of losing someone, okay. So I can see in card number 4, I got the Tower, which means that, in my opinion, a lot of that, even with this card number 3 with the Four of Coins, that's showing your fear of loss, fear of losing someone, or even fear of getting into a relationship. This Tower card is telling me that there's going to be a change that's going to occur, and I think that change is definitely good. A lot of people allow fear to stop them from, being with who they want to be with. I mean, they literally sabotage, the blessings that were given to them basically out of fear. Okay. Um, some of you ended a relationship with someone, you separated yourself from someone. Okay. Um, this card says that you didn't want to see that relationship end. Okay. And that you should have had the ability to be more clear. Okay, you should have done, and I can see that some of you did do some damage control during that time, but you probably needed to communicate better with that person. Okay. Um, I can definitely see that for some of you, you were making sure that you were keeping up with what that person was doing, what they were feeling, and that you're still doing that. You're still doing that. But I can definitely see that with a lot of you Scorpios, there was sort of a false idea of love structure that you grew up within, possibly. Um, and that's going to end. A lot of times people have ideas that were created for us by the people that raised us, and it's hard to let that go, but you're going to have to let it go. For the last card, I did get the Ten of Swords. I'm going to put out another card to go with this, which was the Knight of Staves, okay? Which definitely jives well with this Ten of Swords, okay? Um, I can definitely see that there's going to be some negative energies over you for the month of April, okay? As far as with love, everything else that I'm seeing within this reading or that I'm feeling is pretty good, Um, for this card to come up, it shows, that, maybe your partner is going to be going through a lot of mental confusion. Okay. Maybe it's going to be you. Okay. Um, Next to that Ten of Swords, I got the Knight of Staffs. I went ahead and pulled another card. And, excuse me, guys. This Knight of Staffs is letting me know that, that you are going to be strong. This is a period where you are going to have to fight, okay, for your peace of mind, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have peace of mind, will never have peace of mind, and they don't want you to have it. Okay, the knights are also message bearers. Okay, so regardless, I think the Ten of Swords, the fact that I got this Knight of Staves means that somebody's gonna give you some bad information, and they're gonna just all and out lie to you. They're not gonna tell you the truth in April. They're gonna lie. Okay, and usually when the Knight of Staffs comes along, it's a message, and it's a good message. It's a positive message, okay? Now, this could come from the angels, this could come from someone else, or this could come from your partner or your potential partner. If you're single, you might meet someone new through your job, okay? If you're already in a commitment with someone or looking at someone, instead of allowing this negative energy to tear your relationship down, you need to communicate. Okay? A lot of people will hear something and they'll just keep it inside of them. No, this is a mistake. You need to be able to be open with your partner so that these things, this negative energy that's coming in, you can share it with your partner and turn that negative into a positive, which is definitely what this Knight of Staffs is going to do for you. Also, I can see that for some of you in April, you're possibly going to be doing some traveling. Whenever I see this card, I can see that, this is probably a good time for you to take a break, maybe so that you can open up the communication with your partner. If you're single, if you are single, this Ten of Swords could possibly mean that it was the destruction of a relationship, and then you're going to move forward, do some traveling, and possibly meet somebody during that traveling, or to just think outside of the box. Don't just, a lot of people get caught up with wanting what's easy. That's just like if you live in a state and you can't find that right person, so you tend to think this is all that's out there. Well, no, we've got a whole globe of people to choose from, and people in other states. So this card is also reminding is also sending me the message to remind you to get out there. And if you're single or haven't found somebody that's for you, get out there and look and explore in other places, you know. Um, Sometimes the person that's for you is not just going to be somebody right down the street. Sometimes you got to really work hard, you know, and I can see that you definitely did do some hard work for this person. I mean, it looks like to me, just with this Tower card, which would explain the Four of Swords, you were fighting for this person. You went through hell for this person. Okay? Um, so I can definitely see that. If you want a more personal reading, my website is in the video description box, and I will see you guys for next month. Bye.